Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focus Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focus Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. A pleasant good afternoon from my end, a good day from wherever part of the world you are watching. What a warm way to welcome you to your favorite sports magazine program, Sports Insight, live here on Focus Online TV. We broadcast from our main studios in Tobo Village along the Japanese Freeway. This program is a detailed sports magazine program that brings you in-depth and accurate analysis about development from the world of sports. And of course, we come your way Saturday of every week at about this time. So we talk major issues from the world of sports. We talk sports locally and internationally. And so on today's edition of our program, it promises to be another great presentation. We're going to be talking about football. We will talk about football in Liberia. We're going to roll a bit about the Under 20 national team. We are hearing that there's an upcoming tournament, zonal tournament. We're going to play another best out of 4 series against Sierra Leone. We will also roll over the just ended African Cup of Nations that was played in Ivory Coast. And of course, we are aware that the host nation, Ivory Coast, won the championship. We're going to make rounds around Europe, some of the major league games that are playing today. So today's edition of the program promises to be very fascinating and interactive. For those of you following, I want to say thanks for following the broadcast. Please share the live video, and you can also invite all us to follow on this program. So we take just a little break. When we come back, we're going to get the program started. We take just this break, and when we come back, good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focus Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focus Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. Okay, so we want to say thanks for rejoining the program Sports Insight Live here on Focus Online TV. And so, like we said, today we're going to be talking about football. So we will begin with the local league. This is the first division league in Liberia. Current champion Leicester are back on top of the table, the first division table, after a high-end 1-0 defeat over CC United yesterday at the Two Southeast Coast pitch in Ghana's. So we may be aware that since returning from the first phase break, Leicester have had some struggling time. That is prior to the break. The last game in the first phase, Leicester lost 1-0 to Heavy 11. And when they returned from the break, it was a bit challenging for Leicester. They lost to Pinsville FC, and the further went on to lose to Global Farmers. So they dropped from on the table. They fell as far as 4th place. You have Watanga leading the league table. So the Shaping Ball has made a tremendous comeback in the past 3 games. They have recorded victory in their last 3 encounters. Of course, they defeated Freeport FC. And yesterday, again, it was another high-end victory, 1-0 victory over CC United, thereby moving on top of the table with 38 points from 18 league games so far. So Leicester are current league leaders on the table. So Pinsville FC too, who had the opportunity to move on top of the table, they slipped yesterday in the dramatic 3-3 draw against Invisible 11 Liberia Traditional Club. And that game was played at the SKD practice pitch in Pinsville. And so Pinsville FC, they trailed through all the game. From a 2-goal down, they got the equalizer, and in the stoppage time, Invisible 11 got the 3rd goal, and in the dire minute of the game, the home side Pinsville FC level on score. So they have a total of 17 points. They are second on the table. And Watanga sits in the third place position with 36 points. With a game on hand today, Watanga will be playing at home against FC Calon Liberia. So a win for Watanga means automatically they're going to move back on the league table. So the title race this year is a bit heated. You see, teams are already competing, and I like the way the manner and form in which the league is proceeding this year. It is actually encouraging. The league is a bit competitive this year. You can see the competition. The teams are actually competing for the title. Yes, you also have Mate Barrow somewhere in that very range. Today, Barrow will be playing home against Nimba Kwato. So it is not like yesterday where you have Leicester dominating the league 2-0 and just going to win the league. No, now you have a net edge battle where you have Leicester, you have Watanga, and of course, you have Mate Barrow, and there you have Kingsway FC. They are all competing with just a point 2-3 with regards to who wins the league championship. So yesterday, like we said, it was an interesting or encounter from the first division, how you call it, league, where you have Kingsway FC settling to a 3-0 draw against Invisible 11, and of course, Leicester defeating CC United. So the day before yesterday, you have another interesting fixture. Heavy 11 defeated NPA Angos 4 goals to 2. Now, NPA Angos are at the verge of being relegated. NPA Angos just got promoted to the top league after several years of playing in the lower league. They just got promoted to the top flag last season. And of course, they, Global Farmer, and Kingsway FC, three of them were promoted to the first league. And it has been a dismal performance on the part of NPA Angles from the first week up to present. I think the whole league they have won just a game. Just a game since the league started. They won against Nima Kwado. So a number of defeats, just imagine. So as I learned that they are even going to be sent a letter from the FA some part of next week, depending on the last week the game they're going to play. Just imagine with the remaining of close to 10 games, and there's already clear possibility of being relegated. It is totally frustrating. You know, when you qualify to the first league, you know there are a lot of competition, like what Kingsway FC did. Kingsway FC qualified for the first league, and when they came to the league, they had to straighten the squad. That's why they add the legs of some quality players to the squad, and, you know, signing players from other teams to beef up the strength, because it is like a whole different league. You are not playing the second league again. Now you are playing the first division. You are coming to meet up with some different teams, the style of play, the league approach, and other stuff. So MPA Anchor failed to do that. So they came with a squad that is not enough to compete. So at the end of the day, they are struggling. It's not just MPA Anchor, CC United too. They are also struggling and fighting the relegation battle there. It is not just been easy there, but however, like we said, they are still struggling. They are battling there. It's not yet over until it is finally over, but we are still watching how it's going to go. Yes, all eyes are still there. So today we have interesting first division fixture today across the country at the Anthony Tubman Stadium in Monrovia. Of course, the Gold Balls of SC Bay Mountain will welcome LPRC Order, the All Balls of LPRC Order, in another first division encounter. And elsewhere in Buchanan at the Doris Williams Sports Stadium, you're going to have a Mate Barrow playing host to Nimba Kwado today in another first division encounter. At the SKD practice pitch in Pingsville, Watanga FC will host or welcome FC Kalon Liberia. And at the Tusafi Sports pitch in Ghana's you're going to have at the Tusafi Sports pitch in Ghana's you're going to have Global Farmer up against Freeport FC. So it's going to be an interesting encounter all across the country today. Now we thought to bring you up to speed on something very important with regards to the Honor 20 national team of the Republic of Liberia. There's an upcoming Honor 20 Zona tournament. You're going to have Liberia and Sierra Leone. Now, this has raised several concerns across the country with mixed reaction for sports lovers across the country. They say, why is it Liberia? Almost all of our games, only Sierra Leone we are just playing. We just from playing a best out of 4 series against Sierra Leone, the Honor 17. We won all 4 games, including the Mano River Union Peace Cup or Tournament Championship. Again, we can play another tournament against Sierra Leone, best out of four. All of the time, it is just Sierra Leone. It is just Sierra Leone. It is just Sierra Leone. They have been mixed reaction. Is it right? Is it wrong to them play a tournament playing against one country over and over, owing to the fact that in terms of football, to some extent, Liberia we have some edge over Sierra Leone. They are not that kind of tough or difficult side for us in terms of football. So people are raising the concern why I say Liberia will just be playing against Sierra Leone because the upcoming under 20 zonal tournament, Liberia are going to play Sierra Leone in the best out of four series. We'll play Sierra Leone on the 18th of February. We play Sierra Leone on the 20th of February. We play Sierra Leone on the 23rd of February. And of course, we play Sierra Leone on the 25th of February, the under 20 national team. The head coach Kevin Sengwe, he has released a 30-man squad that is going to take on Sierra Leone in the best out of four. Now, this is the national team. We've been talking about preparation from the under 17 level to that of the under 20 level that will help to develop fully that we can have a solid national team. If we really want to test the strength of our national team, of our local national team, whether at the under 17 level, whether at the under 20 level, I think like we said, one of the major things we've been lacking is support, the budgetary allocation to ensure that we can effectuate some of the programs that will enhance the capacity that will enhance the performance of the under 20 national team. But it is not that way. I don't think it is just found that almost all of our encounters in terms of preparation, in terms of test matches to strengthen our national team should just be against neighboring Sierra Leone. That we don't see much in terms of competition against Sierra Leone. Almost all of the time we have to dominate. No, we have to go beyond that. I think it is time that we step up. It is about time that we step up. We have to start playing friendly matches with other stronger sides in Africa. We have to reach up. We have countries like Senegal. We have Ghana. We have Nigeria. These are countries that have solid under 17, under 20 squads. We need to engage them. Countries like Morocco. Across, I think when you're playing the kind of competitive or friendly matches against tougher nations, I think it helps to strengthen your country team better than just playing a kind of weaker side that almost all of the time you're going to see your country winning. You'll be defeating any guys and not putting up any kind of competition. So I think it is now right. We need to look into that. I don't know the essence of the under 20 zonal tournament, but we have to go beyond just playing only Sierra Leone over and over. No, I think there's no appetite in that again. Every time it will just be Sierra Leone versus Liberia under 20, Liberia versus Sierra Leone under 20, Liberia versus Sierra Leone over and over. And I think I'm not seeing the kind of appetite in that fixture that we keep playing one country over and over. So we need to do more to that. So this morning, while following the head coach Kevin Sengwe, he released a 30-man of the squad, or the we say 30-man squad to take on or Sierra Leone in the upcoming zonal tournament best of the full series. So it reads, we say, our head coach Kevin Sengwe has released a 30-man roster for the under 20 zonal tournament that will run from 18 to 25 February at the SKD Sports Complex in Queensway. The tournament will feature Liberia and Sierra Leone. Both teams will compete in a best out of four format during the tournament. So here is the list of the 30 men of squad. We have goalkeepers. We have Lassana Made. He plays for Mate Barrow in the First Division League. We have Onesimus Bien. He plays for Blackman Warriors in the Second Division League. And of course, we have Amakiadi. He plays for Invisible 11 in the First Division League. For the defenders, we have Darlington Michel. Darlington Michel plays for LPRC Oilers in the First Division League. Ja Aaron Yanfo, he plays for Blackman Warrior in the Second Division League. He just won the best defender in the Second Division League with Blackman Warriors. We have Baron D. Carr Jr. He plays for CC United First Division. And of course, we have Jusu Dugle. Jusu Dugle plays for Nima FC. We have Emmanuel Fule. Emmanuel Fule plays for Watanga FC. Left back Peter T. Tokbazi plays for Mate Barrow. And of course, we have Daniel Jackson for Nima FC. So those are the defenders for the under-20 squad that were being shortlisted by Coach Kevin Sengwe. For midfielders, we have Divan Aratia. He plays for Nima FC. Darasti Pan Nima FC, Hassa Fadiga Watanga FC, Sam Moses Discovery FC, Ralph Peters Discovery FC, Edward Wicks FC Kalon Liberia, Emmanuel Bonopelli FC Kalon Liberia, Candace Cole, Mate Barrow, Haji Samuka, Ria Muja, Jonathan Freeman, he plays for Discovery FC. Emmanuel Sumo, he plays for Philadelphia Lunsa. James Jabo, he plays for CC United. And Otali CA, he plays for Ghana State FC. For the forwards, we have Emmanuel Flomo from Mate Barrow, Noon Song, Mate Barrow, C4 Steve Babo, Discovery FC, William Gibson, Heaven 11, Emmanuel KCA Jr., Watanga FC, and Matheus Kolinda, Ultra 4 FC Germany, and you have Christian Miller, who's from the United States of America. So that's the list of the 30-man squad that was being shortlisted by Coach Kevin Singwe as they continue preparation for the upcoming Honor 20 Zonal tournament that we play in Liberia at the SKD Sports Complex from the 18th to the 25th of February. So we're going to have our Honor 20 team. So again, another fixture against Sierra Leone. We play Sierra Leone in best out of 4 in the just in the Manuel River Union Peace Cup, Honor 17 Peace Cup. Liberia won all 4, and we are going to play against Sierra Leone. Like I said, there have been mixed reactions in the public. A lot of people have condescending view or opinion on why Liberia should keep playing Sierra Leone over and over. They are a weaker side. They are not a kind of difficult or competitive side to test the strength of our team. So if we really mean well, we want to do better, we have to go beyond. We have to schedule some of these tests of friendly matches or tournament with other stronger nations in Africa so that we can become a better side. But again, it's not just about scheduling any kind of friendly matches or tournament, but I think it goes most to the kind of support that we need, the necessary budgetary allocation that we need to fully finance these kind of programs. That's why we're lacking for Liberia. I think it has been widely rumored. I cannot authenticate that, but they said just in the Manuel River Union Peace Cup, under 17 Peace Cup, just imagine those kids that have to play. You know what I mean? You play almost every day. You have to play 4 games for your country. You play today, you play tomorrow, and you just have to rest with a day in between. And it has been allegedly reported. We are still investigating to come up with our full findings. But as I speak, it is alleged that each one of those kids received 1,000 Liberian dollars. For Christ's sake, if it is true, then I think it is saddening, it is disappointing that we don't mean well for football in this country. It has also been widely rumored that the upcoming Honor 20 Zonal tournament team that we're going to play against Sierra Leone, best out of 4 at the SKD Sports Complex in Pinchville. Each one of these kids too, they are tipped to receive just 1,000 Liberian dollars too. This is where we say we are not ready for football in this country. If the Honor 20 national team going to represent the country in a best out of 4 series in a major competition, and you're going to give these kids 1,000 Liberian dollars each for Christ's sake, yes, it is not about money they are playing for the country, but 4 games, and somebody going to be giving just 1,000 Liberian dollars. I think it is just way below the belt. It is this smart. Trust me, it is not very encouraging, and we need to do more to that. Hopefully, thank God, we have a new government. Like we said through the legislature, we hope the FA2 can show that we can ban more pressure. We've been talking about increase in terms of budgetary allocation for sports. Increase in budgetary allocation for sports or football, that we can run some of these programs that are going to help to improve football or sports generally in Liberia. But as it stands, what we are doing is at a minimum level, and we want to expect to get the kind of result that we want. No, we should go beyond that. These kids deserve more, they deserve better because of the kind of sacrifices they are making for the country. So there you have it. That's the fixture. The Liberia Honor 20 national team will be playing in the Honor 20 Zonal or tournament against Sierra Leone in the best of the 4 series from the 18th to the 25th of February at the SKD Sports Complex in Pinchville. So you can make it your duty, you can take up your time to go there to cheer the lone side of Liberia to victory. Now we are also hearing that Kante meet is around the corner. It has been widely rumored that in March, the country meet going to resume in March. But this time around, we are hearing that all zonal or group stage matches going to be played right here in Montserrado County, probably at the George Weah Technical Center, at the SKD practice pitch, at the SKD Sports Complex, at the Tusafi, at the Anthony Tubman Stadium in Monrovia. All of the games going to be played right here. I don't know for whatever reason, but again, I have been one question. There's not the National County Sport Meet is the biggest sporting event in the country. It brings all of the 15 tribes together under one umbrella. It is there to foster national unity amongst Liberians. And we know the kind of colorful excitement that goes with the National County Sports Meets. But this has been my point because we kept dragging from previous administration. The past immediate administration, the George Weah administration, should have conducted this county meet, but they failed to do that. The Ministry of Youth and Sports failed to do that, and it has dragged to this new administration. When I hear this news, this has been my position, my individual position. I think if we are not ready, if we are not in a position to conduct the National County Sports Meets Day yet, it is no problem. We can help skip that. Nobody going to blame this administration. We can skip that. We push ahead to the regular or usual December that we know so that there can be adequate preparation that we can have a bigger and colorful event. We should not rush this show. For me, I think we're going to kill the beauty and the excitement. Yes, we know how the county meet is played. It is divided into regions. All of the counties, they play the group stage in the different counties. And when you qualify, you come to Montserrat. Yes, to give other people in the other counties a fair share of the kind of excitement that the county meet goes with. Just me, if you're playing all of the group, like Nima County, the entire group, they were going to play the qualifying round, the group stage in Nima County. There are other Nimbayas who cannot make their way to Montserrat or Monrovia. They should have a fair share of the county meet too. They should be given the opportunity to witness at least the group stage in Nima County, in San Nicolas. Some of them will not be able to make their way to Monrovia. Maybe when the county is coming here for the NACO or the quarterfinal, the semi-final, and the final. And you're saying we should just play everything right in Montserrat County. Another region, the Western region, you have I think Mount DB should have played host today in Grand Bassa and other counties. River Sets, you have River G, you have Maryland, other counties they were to play in the southeast, at least so that our people can have a fair share or taste of the county beat from that level before it can finally reach in Montserrat County. But I think just starting the county meet from Montserrat, it is totally unfair. You say we should play all of the group stages here. Will the folks in the counties be able to make their way here to Montserrat to come and watch all of the group stages? No. Some people, due to the schedule, at least when you decentralize the group stage, the way the qualifying round the group stage can be played in those counties, some people can have the opportunity. They will go there due to the schedule, other activities to be able to watch the county meet group stage. And after that, when the counties that qualify proceed to Monrovia or Montserrat County, people can go about their normal business. At least they can be following up for the result. So I said this, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, because there was an agreement, there was a partnership agreement signed with Aseda Meta for sponsorship deal with regards to the county meet. That money was given to the previous administration, and I hope they have accounted for that and they have formally made it over to the current administration. And we should adequately prepare. If we are not in a better position, we should not rush this county meet. This county meet should be a very grand one. At least if we go back to December, we will have the ample of time that we can better plan, we better prepare for the national county meet. It is too early. I mean, this government, like I said, they haven't fully taken seats. The Minister of Youth and Sport, he was just confirmed days ago. Even some of the deputy ministers that are not even being appointed by this government, the deputy ministers, some of them from the various, they got the deputy ministers, they got the assistant ministers, and other people who should be able to help to coordinate the activities. If some of them are not even being appointed to be confirmed to take their respective positions, and you're talking about county meet next month, and you say you just want to bring it to Muscle, it speaks to the fact that we are not prepared for the county meet, and we should not rush the national county sports meet. I think we must do the needful. Let's not rush the show. Let's wait when it is the appropriate time. Then we can go about having or conducting the national county sports meet. I think that's my own point. Better still, if you think that will be okay, if people will be okay with that, there will be no feedback. If you are prepared, I don't know what mechanism you are putting into place for the conduct of the national county sport meet, but like you said, you want to go ahead, you want to proceed with the process, then we don't know how intense it's going to be like. We don't know how intense it's going to be like. So let's critically study the national county sports meet before we can proceed with that, or else it's going to embarrass us and it's not going to meet our expectation. If we rush this national county sport meet, it's not going to meet our expectation. So let's take our time. Let's take our time with regards to the national county sport meet. Mohamed Ali Belete is following. He just joined us live. And of course, we have S. Amos Tamba. S. Amos Tamba too is also following from our office site in Battery Factory community. I want to say thanks for following. So please share the video, and you can also invite others to follow the live broadcast. Yes. So that's it. The national county sport meet. Like we said, we've been hearing that it's about to start next month, and all of the group stages or group games with qualifying rounds will be played right here in Morocco County. So we're just trying to learn our thoughts on what we think if you are playing all of the group stages of the national county sport meet in Morocco County. You are going to be depriving all of the opportunity of having a fair share of the county meet. The people in the southeast, if they were playing qualifiers, Sano, Maryland, Rio, other countries were playing in the southeast, I think our people will be able to pull out to those stadiums to watch the qualifying games. Similarly, our people from Nima, born in other countries that are nearby, will go to Nima to watch the qualifying round. People from the Western region too will have a fair share to watch the qualifying round. But if you are not doing that and you say we must just go aboard with the national county sports meet, we should just go aboard that, I think it's not going to offer well for us. So let's look at it critically and see if the county meet can go on March. Fine, if you cannot go on, then let's push to our regular December and we can go ahead with the national county sports meets. So yeah, we still here, Focus Sports Insight, live on Focus Online TV. Like I said, we are talking about football, local football, and of course, we're going to weigh in just a bit. Yes, the Nations Cup, the African Cup of Nations just in there in neighboring Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, the host nation, they were able to clinch the championship. From finishing at one of the best loser in the group stage, Ivory Coast went on to, of course, win the African Cup of Nations. We want to say congratulations to the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, and of course, congratulations to runner-up Super Eagle. Super Eagle, we have Sergio Cremon, he's Sergio Croman. Sergio Croman, we want to say welcome. Thanks for following. He's watching live. Please share the video. He said good. Thanks for following us, Sergio. Thanks for following up. So the African Cup of Nations just ended in neighboring Ivory Coast. Like we said, we want to run you through with some of the major happenings at the African Cup of Nations 2024 in Ivory Coast. Both nation Ivory Coast won the championship. They defeated Nigeria 2-1 in the grand finals. Nigeria took the lead, and Ivory Coast returned with the equal lasso from Frank Kessie, and of course Sebastian Haller got the winning goal for Ivory Coast. So few issues from the African, few things we would like for you to know from the just in the African Cup of Nations. AFCON 2023 was watched by 2 billion people worldwide. So a total of 2 billion people worldwide were watching live the African Cup of Nations. What an incredible, a very great start, one of the greatest starts ever in the history of the African Cup of Nations, to have 2 billion persons watching the African Cup of Nations. I think that is an incredible milestone in the history of the African Cup of Nations. a lot of people they rain praises on the African Cup of Nations to say it was well organized, it was well coordinated, and we are happy that we are making progress in terms of African football. We are very happy with the level of progress being made. So again, the just in the African Cup of Nations, Ronwen Harding Williams he won the best goalkeeper of the tournament. We all know the goalkeeper of South Africa, Ronwen Harding Williams. He won the best goalkeeper in just in the African Cup of Nations. Williams, he met team Ronnie Williams. Ronnie Williams met team a total of 5 clean sheets during the competition. So he recorded a total of 5 clean sheets during the competition, 4 penalty saves against Cape Verde, 2 penalty saves against DR Congo, and he made a total of 20 saves. That's an incredible start. So it was a well-deserved or best goalkeeper award won by the goalkeeper of South Africa. So the Nigerian skipper William Trust Ekong, he won the AFCON 2023 player of the tournament. I think it was also a deserving award on his part. So the prizes for the winners from the Just in the African Cup of Nations, the winner that is the host nation Ivory Coast, they won a total of $7 million United States dollars. The runner-up Nigeria, they won $4 million United States dollars. Of course, the third and fourth place that is South Africa and Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, 2.5 million each. And of course, official Ivory Coast becomes the first country to win an AFCON at home since Egypt did in 2006. So since in 2006, when Egypt won the African Cup of Nations in 2006, from 2006 up to present, it was only Africa that was able to maintain or retain that record of being a host nation and winning the African Cup of Nations. And of course, yes, you have the team of the tournament just in the African Cup of Nations. We have the team of the tournament. You have Ronwen Williams from South Africa. He's in the goal pool. Of course, we have William Trust Ekong from Nigeria. We have Chancellor Mambimba from DR Congo in the defense, the center defense. Gaslin Conan from Ivory Coast left back. We have Ola Inan from Nigeria right back. In the midfield, we have Thibaut Mokina from South Africa. We have Jean Marcus Seri from Ivory Coast. We have Frank Kessie. Of course, we have Yonan Wesa. We have Emilio Sui Lopez, the guy who won the higher goal scorer in the African Cup of Nations. He scored a total of 5 goals to win the Golden Boot from Equatorial Guinea. And of course, we have A. Lokman from Nigeria. And the coach here is Emiresi Fa. He's the coach of Ivory Coast. He's the coach of the tournament. So incredible from the just in the African Cup of Nations. The best coach, Emiresi Fa from Ivory Coast. Yes, well deserved. We have the best young player, Simon Adingra. He won the best player in the African Cup of Nations, Simon Adingra. The bronze boot was won by Mustapha Mohamed from Egypt. And of course, the silver boot was won by Jelsin Dara of Angola. Men of the competition, William Ekong of Nigeria. Yes, we said that golden boot. Emilio Sui Lopez from Equatorial Guinea. He won the golden boot. Fair play tournament, a fair play team of the tournament. South Africa won the fair play team of the tournament just in the African Cup of Nations. And of course, the final man of the match was Simon Adingra from Ivory Coast. Simon Adingra from Ivory Coast, final man of the match. And of course, yes, that's it for the just in the African Cup of Nations. So Ivory Coast, they are crowned champions of Africa. Again, we want to say a big congratulations to Ivory Coast. They are crowned champions of Africa. They just won the African Cup of Nations, the host nation, finishing as the best loser from the group stage, and of course, a tremendous comeback to go on winning the championship. A very incredible, a very, very colorful and fantastic just in the African Cup of Nations. So again, the program you are watching is Sports Insight live on Foca Online TV here. We talk about sports from the world of football. We talk about basketball. We talk about major sporting development. It could be women football. It could be cricket or what have you. Every weekday, Saturday, we are here at about this time, and it's an interesting sports conversation we've been having. So we take just a break, and when we come back, we will continue with the program. Good day, folks. What a pleasure and one way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focal Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focal Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. Good day, folks. What a pleasure and one way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focal Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focal Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. Okay, thanks for rejoining us here on the program Sports Insight Live on Focal Online TV. Like we said, today we're talking about football and specifically, we are talking about football in Liberia. We also talk a bit about the just ended African Cup of Nations that play in neighboring Ivory Coast. And of course, yes, like we said, we're going to make a few rounds with the European competitions that we talk about. Today, Chelsea, they are away to Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. For those of you who are lovers of European football, we try to bring you up to speed with some of the major happenings there in Europe. So Chelsea play away to Manchester City by 5:30 p.m. this afternoon. They will play of recent. They have been actually disastrous for Chelsea against Manchester City with just a draw in the last ended of edition between the two sides that ended 4-4. But for the past 4 to 5 games, they have been an all win for Manchester City. So that's a continuation of the English Premier League. Liverpool currently lead Brentford 4-1 away. They are playing away to Brentford and the English Premier League. So as it stands, Liverpool currently sits on top of the English Premier League table as it stands currently with 57 points. So Manchester City will play today to Chelsea and they still have another game outstanding. So the 6 points, meaning if they win all two, they will tap Manchester City. They will tap Liverpool with point. Arsenal also 52 points, but they are up today against Burnley. They are playing away. So it is highly competitive in the English Premier League this season. Liverpool leads Brentford 4-1 currently to move back on top of the English Premier League table. Coming up, you have Arsenal against Burnley, and of course, Manchester City this afternoon at the Etihad Stadium. They're going to welcome Chelsea in the English Premier League late evening edition. The English Premier League, it is the top four. You have Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, and of course, you have Tottenham in the top four position. But it has been heavily or hugely competed between Liverpool, Manchester City, and that of Arsenal there. So if Arsenal win today, it means Arsenal going to move 55 points because currently they have 52 points on the English Premier League table. So the win for Arsenal today going to take them to 55 points, meaning they're going to be level on. They're going to tap. If they win today and Manchester City win, both of them going to be level on points. But Manchester City, they will have another game outstanding because they have 2 games. They have played 23, while Liverpool have played 25 games. So it is hugely competed there for the English Premier League title. Liverpool leads 4-1 against Brentford, and it's 90 minutes plus 3 in the English Premier League there. So again, like we said, In Liberia this weekend, there are major league actions. We brought you up to speed with some of the major happening in the local league today. 4 p.m. It is FC Bay Mountain against LPRC Oilers at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium in Monrovia. Global Farmer against People FC 4 p.m. at the Tusafi Sports Station in Ghana Bay. And of course, at the SKD practice pitch, Watanga will play against FC Kalon Liberia. And at the Doris Williams Sports Pitch in Buchanan, you will have Mate Barrow welcoming Nima Kwado. In some second division fixture today, Shatter FC will welcome the Church Ball Jubilee at Georgia Technical Center in Kirisburg. And of course, in Mangibi FC will play home to Ghana's FC in the second division fixture. Currently, the second division table, Blackmen Warriors, they are on top of the second division table. And Blackmen Warriors, they have extended the lead yesterday against Blackmen Warrior 1. So it means they won Martin Impulsor 2-1. So Ghana's FC and Shatter FC, they are under pressure to ensure that today they can get the best result from today's game. Against Jubilee FC and that of Mangibi FC. So again, like we said, it has been nearly 40 plus minute sports conversation here on Foca Online TV. We've been talking about football, local football in Liberia. We talk about the just in the African Cup of Nations, and of course, we were able to run you through with some of the major happenings with regards to the world of sports in Europe. Yes, we still trying to make rounds with some of the major happenings in the European League, and we thought to bring you up to speed. Yes, sir. So yes, it has been nearly 45 minutes interesting sports conversation here on Foca Online TV. So we're going to be heading to another league venue where we're going to be there live to bring you some coverage about the happening from the world of sports in our local league. So again, we want to say thanks for those of you who followed today's broadcast. There have been an interesting sports conversation here today on Focus Sports Insight, and we encourage you to keep following this platform every Saturday about this hour where we're going to bring you some interesting sports conversation from the world of sports. I have been your Bloom presenter here today, Eric Paulo Collins. I want to say goodbye for our end.